Welcome to my world. Handicapped man down at a charity feed. Great spread this morning. God, it was horrible. But it made what I needed to happen. Then I had these people that stopped and said, "Hey, you want some shoes?" I said, "Yeah, I was going to need to get some anyway. So might as well." And if it really comes to fruition, help them buy more shoes so that we can help more people. I'm not we, but you know what I mean. Hell, might as well. There's nothing wrong with helping someone.
Race friends, they're back together again. Live from Daytona Beach, Florida, it's Scratch with a K. And live from Las Vegas, it's Alan Michaels. Right here, right now, on the flagship station, the WCOBM TV network. It's on Pit Road Racing.
Afternoon here in Las Vegas, a Thursday early evening in Daytona Beach, Florida at the shop as we're Scratch with the K outside the Nut Shack studios tonight. And I see that brand new race car getting ready to go. How you doing today, buddy?
Man, I'm doing good, man. I'm working hard at getting this race car finished, man. We got it all built here. I'll slide out of the way just a little bit so you can get a little better look at it. That's my new Enduro car, man, the 2015 Toyota Camry. Just down here, lettering it up and painting the rest of it. I'm gonna put another thermostat in it. I think after the car had sat in this lot for a year, that maybe it would stick in a little bit. So that's what we're gonna do, man. But I'm down here at C&L Towing in Titusville. Remember last time I was here, we had that big old rotator tow truck behind me last time.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's good times down here.
I'm loving it, man. Well, let's get to it, man. Great show, Laura. You lined up today. Of course, Scratch and I've got all the latest news from NASCAR, the World of Outlaws, NHL. How about it, man? Tony Stewart picking up the big win last weekend here, Scratch. How about smoke, man? I'm telling you.
How about it? All right, that was awesome. It's funny because, when we had everybody on last week or whatever, we talked about that it could be at Vegas. It could be at Vegas. I'll be darned if it wasn't at Vegas, man. I thought it was awesome. When I saw it, I was ecstatic for him, to be honest with you.
You know what he said? The greatest thing of it was when he did the photo opportunity, he had a little Dominic in his hands, man, with Daddy getting his first win, little jumper suit thing on there, man. So, I mean, what a killer. It was good to see Smoke do it. We'll get you started. Welcome on Pit Road Racing. We do it right here at the WCOBM studios, downtown Las Vegas at 450 Fremont Street. Show airs every Thursday, starts off at 3 p.m., and we're scheduled to 4, but Scratch and I have been known to go a couple hours, and whatever it takes, we'll do it, right? So that's what we got.
And we like to talk.
Yeah, we can do it, man. We got live streaming right here on the main network at WCOBM.tv. And, of course, check out our Facebook channels, the YouTube, the LinkedIn, formerly Twitter, and Scratch today. I just got the brand new Instagram channel. So we're going to set it up. So we'll be on Instagram starting next week. I want to get some people following along on that. So we'll have that ready to go, too. Show partners for everybody, the Gene Woods Racing Experience, 450 Fremont Street. Man, GoKartsLasVegas.com, 12,000 square foot indoor drift track of fun. Come on down and do it. Looking for some great food for your family, delis, and corporate events, whatever it might be. Woods Family Sandwiches. Check them out online at WFSandwiches.com. The Hot Shoe Hall of Fame, that's what we raise money here for. There they are, Scratch. I got my pair here today. I know yours are back at the studio. And we've got all kinds of information. Just log on to the WF, the hotshoehof.com. Las Vegas Motor Speedway, our home track out here in Las Vegas. Our good friends down at Atlanta Motorsports Park, Jeremy Porter and those guys down there. Want a special shout out to my good buddy Zach and Caleb over at the Red One Scooters, man. They hooked us up last weekend, Scratch. The NHRA pits are huge. I mean, it's nothing like NASCAR. It's nothing like anything like that. I mean, it seems like it's city block after city block of nothing but cars and cars and cars. So thanks to them. And once again, Hammer and Harry's at 450 Fremont Street. Hey, if you would like to be a guest on the show, real easy. Just reach out to Diane Fox. She's the producer. You can get her at 702-803-0875. You can do that Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Please do not call Diane on Saturdays and Sundays because 9 chances out of 10, she's sitting in front of the TV watching racing, man. Or you can drop us a line at onpitroadracing@gmail.com. Let's get it kicked off for you, man. Racing West, man. I've got it. And it's brought to you by our good friends at Woods Family Sandwiches, 931 West Sweet 106, right there on the Las Vegas Henderson. More information at wfsandwiches.com. NASCAR this weekend. The Cup boys are off this weekend. The only break in the 2025 season this weekend for Easter weekend. That's it.
Well, it's a good weekend to take off.
Good weekend. You know what?
I'll be racing, though, this weekend.
You're racing this weekend, but you know what? I sort of like this because if you go back to the old school days, Scratch, what Bill France Sr. said, there was 2 days, no racing. Easter Sunday and Mother's Day, man, we ain't racing. So I'm it's sort of glad that that's all. But anyhow, hey, this is a great thing. We're going to talk about it later in the show. The trucks at Xfinity and the ARCA series return to the Rock and Rockingham this weekend. Friday and Saturday, mostly sunny skies at the Rock. Daytime highs in the mid-80s, nighttime lows in the lower 60s. The NHRA is off this week. They return back to action in Charlotte at the ZMAX Raceway next weekend. World of Outlaws, man, it's a doubleheader weekend in Knoxville, Iowa. And, man, they're looking good. 20% chance of an early shower on Friday afternoon. Sunny skies on Saturday. Temperatures are going to be up in the mid-60s, dropping off into the lower 40s for the nighttime. The late model series is off for a couple of weeks. F1 going to be in Saudi Arabia, Scratch, where it's nothing but warm, 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 and more warm. How warm, you say? Upper 90s in Saudi Arabia this weekend, dropping off to the mid-70s for a nighttime low. Indy cars off this week. They return back to action in a couple of weeks. A first of 2 at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. First, the road course, and then, of course, wrapping up the month of May for the greatest race at all, Indianapolis 500. That's a look at race and weather brought to you by our good friends at the Woods Family Sandwiches, 931 America Pacific, Suite 106, Las Vegas, Henderson. Information about catering, pickup orders, and all kinds of great stuff, wfsandwiches.com. Scratch, take us around the track and tell us everybody where they're racing at this weekend.
All right, you got your Monster Energy Supercross Series, April 19th at MetLife Stadium. 1 MetLife Stadium Drive in East Rutherford, New Jersey. That is obviously where the Giants and the Jets play, so that'll be a fun time out there, I'm sure. The Progressive Flat Track Series, Saturday, April 26th, 2025, Ventura Short Track in Ventura, California. Speedway East Coast Champion Speedway, May 3rd Spring Classic, the Action Park East, May 24th, Outlaw Nationals, Round 1. West Coast, Paris Raceway, April 20th is the opener. That's this Sunday. Fast Fridays in Auburn starts on May 19th, 2025. Formula One is April 19th through the 20th. And, does that to be the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, as you have previously mentioned. IndyCar off this week, and there'll be return on May 19th. NHRA is also off this week. They will return next week, 4 wide at ZMAX Raceway. NOS Energy Series, April 18th and 19th in Knoxville, Iowa, not to be confused with Knoxville, Tennessee, obviously. NOS Outlaw Late Model Series off for 2 weeks. NASCAR be back in action with the ARCA West April 5th, and that was passed. And the East, April 19th in Rockingham, North Carolina. NASCAR trucks are Friday in Rockingham, Xfinity on Saturday in Rockingham, and the Cup, as you mentioned, are going to be off this week for Easter. So that's a look at around the track.
There you go, man. And it's got some racing action for you. It's good to see him back at the. This is going to be great. I can't believe we're going to talk about this later in the show. This is so cool. I am glad to see the Rock is getting races back. You know what? The best thing about this is not only are you going to see some great racing there, but what it's going to do for the economy in Rockingham, North Carolina, just like it does in Wilkesboro, man. Those people have been suffering without racing. I mean, we're talking big money that come into these towns, the little hotels, the restaurants, the convenience stores, everything that's involved with this. So, man, I hope that Rockingham just packs them out this weekend. ARCA Racing is going to be what is an ARCA? I think it's going to be premiering on FS1 this weekend. So they're going to get the big time network shot. And of course, the trucks will be there, and the Xfinity Cup's got the weekend off. But I'm happy as a lark. And I'll even throw it out there, man. They need to get rid of COTA. We need to quit worrying about Mexican road course racing. Put a full-time event back at Rockingham. Bring all 3 series in there. Bring the Cup, bring the trucks, bring the Xfinities. Run around of ARCA in there. Shoot, man, bring some late models in there, even a modifieds if you got to. But, man, I'm just happy as a lark about this. How do you think, man? Scratch the rock, man, the big rock.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, I love the road course stuff too, though. I do love the road course stuff too. I love the short tracks. I love the history of the other tracks and things like that. So it's a good thing to go back to the rock.
Let's get them caught up. NASCAR news and headlines and results brought to you by our good friends at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway, LVMS.com. NASCAR returns for the round of 8, the South Point 400 coming for you October 10th, 11th, and 12th. Tickets are available. Now, the 10th, there'll be no truck racing here this time because we lost that to Sonoma Scratch, but they'll have the ARCA series. We'll be at the Bull Ring on Friday night. Then we'll hit the Xfinity on Saturday and the Cup Boys up on Sunday. Tickets and more information at lvms.com. You've got all the latest on the trucks, the Xfinity and the Cup series. Scratch, tell us how they all ended up at Bristol, my friend.
All righty, let me just get that pulled up real quick. I got you right here. This segment brought to you by Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Did you say that already? Because if you did, I missed it, but there's nothing wrong with double promotion. It's brought to you by Las Vegas Motor Speedway, LVMS.com. And NASCAR returns there for the round of 8, the South Point 400, October 10th through 11th. Tickets you can get at LVMS.com. Trucks Weather Guard truck race at Bristol. Here's how it all went down. Your winner was Chandler Smith, followed by Kyle Larson. This dude can drive everything and anything, as you'll see as we move forward. Corey Haim was 3rd, Tyler Ankrum was 4th, and Ben Rhodes was 5th. The Truck Series driver point standing as of Bristol. That was race 6 of 18 of the regular season for truck race. Corey Haim is 1st, Chandler Smith 2nd, Ty Majeski is 3rd, Tyler Ankrum is 4th, Daniel Hemrick is 5th. The Xfinity Series, Kyle Larson goes 1 for 2, picking up the win in Bristol. 2nd was Carson Guapel. 3rd was Justin Allgaier. 4th, Sammy Smith. 5th, Brandon Jones. The series playoffs standings as of right now after race 9 of 33 is Justin Allgaier's 1st. 2nd is Sam Mayer. 3rd is Jesse Love. 4th is Austin Hill. At 5th is Connor Zilich. No surprise here. The surprise is that he finished 2nd in the truck race. That's the surprise. But he won the Xfinity race, so why not win the Cup race too? NASCAR Cup Series at Bristol. Larson, he goes 2 for 3. He wins over there in Bristol. 2nd was Denny Hamlin. 3rd was Ty Gibbs. Chase Briscoe was 4th. Ryan Blaney was 5th. And the Cup Series playoff standings after Darlington, which is race 8 of 36. William Byron is 1st. Denny Hamlin is 2nd, Christopher Bell, Kyle Larson, Chase Elliott rounds out the top 5. This segment was brought to you by Las Vegas Motor Speedway, LVMS.com. That's where you can go get your tickets. And NASCAR returns there for the round of 8, the South Point 400, October 10th, 11th, and 12th.
Yeah, man. That's it. It's action. Banging, beating, and banging, man. They're all bitching and racing now, saying people were cheating and people were slamming and they want fines and lawsuits and all this. Man, it's Bristol, baby. Your car's
Bristol, baby.
You're gonna get pumped. You're gonna get moved out of the way. That's just the way short track racing is. So just quit crying, everybody, and deal with it. That's just the way it is. Don't want to hear.
Don't disagree with that. Don't disagree with that.
Quick break, man. When we come back, let's do NHRA news. Still to come in this program at 3:30 today. We're going to do a little off-road racing with Eva Stars. Scratch, I sent you the bio of this little lovely lady there. Then coming on later on the program at the top of the hour at 4 o'clock, we've got Jordan DaCosta, man. This guy just signed with a brand new NHRA team, man, and he's getting ready to take the official licensing. So we'll go racing around the country with those folks, talk about a little grassroots racing with Ava and Jordan. All right. Scratch down in Daytona, Alan here in Las Vegas. Quick break, Scratch. Let's pay some bills. We come back. We'll talk a little NHRA, and it's all right here at the WCOBM on Pit Road Racing right after this, everybody.
Welcome to my world. Handicap man down at a charity feed. Great spread this morning. God, it was horrible. But it made what I needed to happen. Then I had these people that stopped and said, hey, you want some shoes? I said, yeah, I was going to need to get some anyway. So might as well. And if it really comes to fruition, help them buy more shoes so that we can help more people. I'm not but you know what I mean. Hell, might as well. There's nothing wrong with helping someone.
Are you ready for the wildest ride on Fremont Street? The Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience. 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171 on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. Open 7 days a week, noon until midnight. Strap yourself in, pull your safety belts tight, and feel the power and the speed at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience, downtown Las Vegas, Fremont Street, 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171, right on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. What are you waiting for? Log on, get your tickets now. It's time to go racing at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience, 450 Fremont Street, downtown Las Vegas.
Ever wonder what happens when nitro meets fire? It's lightning in a bottle. It's where thunder rolls in your chest and ambition meets asphalt. Where some dreams are made and others go up in smoke. It's an experience like no other. See for yourself April 25th through 27th at the NHRA 4-Wide Nationals at C-Max Dragway, where drivers go head-to-head in 4-wide competition and where every ticket is a pit pass. The NHRA 4-Wide Nationals, April 25th through 27th.
Yeah, and they're going to go back-to-back with the 4-Wides, man. They open it up here with the 4-Wide Nationals at the Strip at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, and coming up next week, we're going 4-Wide again at C-Max. Scratch, we met a little lady, and she actually won her class out here. She's part of the new Ron Capps camp, man. Maddie Gordon, about 23, 24 years old, Scratch, drives a alcohol funny car. Works
nice.
on the car. No fingernails, no makeup, no nothing like that. Now, you want the kicker of this, Scratch? Her 19-year-old sister builds the motors.
That's awesome.
We're
That's pretty awesome.
a lot. I mean, she's something else. Hey, we got a guy, a good friend of ours out. He's on the chat line. Glenn wants to know about Jesse Love. Well, we've been tooting Jesse Love before we get to NHRA Scratch. Jesse Love, man, doing a great job for Richard Childress, and this just popped in.
For sure.
Jesse Love is going to drive for Beard Motorsports at Texas and at Indianapolis, the legendary number 62 team.
Yep.
They basically run the big speedway stuff. That's pretty much it. It's like a one guy that actually is an employee of the team. And the Beard daughters and the wife are running the team now. The Beard senior passed away several years ago. But, man, Jesse Love is going to get another shot at cup racing, and he's going to get some big track time this time around.
Yeah, it'd be awesome. It was unfortunate that in the 33 he didn't do as good as expected. When was it, last week in Bristol?
Yeah.
I love Jesse Love, though. I think he's gonna be amazing. I mean, I really do. I just feel, like I said, you drew my attention to him last year, and then I got to meet him, in Daytona this year when he stopped by the Tiki Bar for a few minutes. It seems like a really good kid, and it just drew more attention to him for me. And watching him now, I'm impressed with this kid. So I'd imagine, driving a third Childress car isn't the top of the food chain. No offense, but that's not, what I mean? That's not the top of the food chain. So, to expect him to go out there and jump in at 33 and be dominant or anything like that would have been too high of expectations. But I think he's going to be fantastic. I'm going to be honest with you. I think he's going to be fantastic.
Caught this kid running a super late model about 4 years ago here at the Bull Ring, and knew he had something. This kid's got some talent, man. He's going to be. I mean, if they keep good equipment up underneath him, he's going to be the next big star coming through. I really like him. Hey, let's chat a little bit of NHRA Scratch. Let you take the story, and I'll give all the wrap ups and everything else. But the segment brought to you by our good friends at Hammer and Harry's, 450 Fremont Street. They're open daily, folks, from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Great food, fun times, home in the $5 margarita, man, and they are some. Man, they've got a Scratch. I'm not a big tequila guy, but they've got a vodka mango one over there, buddy. I mean, it's like rocket fuel. It's pretty tasty.
Yeah, you and me might have to, when I come back out to Vegas, you and me might have to go in there and spend a $20 bill.
There you go. We can do it real quick. HammerandHarrys.com/Fremont Street. That's where you're going to get it. Service with an attitude, man. Go in there and raise some hell. That's what I like about it. Tell us all about, you got the story, Scratch. Tell us all about Tony Stewart right there, and I'll give all the wrap-ups to it. Go for it, my friend.
Yes, sir, man. Well, he finally did it, man. He finally did it. I thought, a lot of us maybe thought he might be able to do it even sooner, but racing legend Tony Stewart, he picked up his first career NHRA Top Fuel win on Sunday at the Strip at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, and you got to see it, Alan Michaels. Fuel win. Anyway, the win on Sunday. Austin Prock in the funny car, and Dallas Glenn in the Pro Stock also won the fourth of 20 races during the 2025 NHRA Mission Foods Drag Racing Series season. Stewart went 3.870 seconds at 317.42 miles per hour in his 11,000 horsepower Race Rudin Foundation Dodge SRT Dragster to hold off Brown at the finish line, claiming his first career victory in the top fuel ranks and added to the Hall of Famers' long list of accolades. The former world champion in NASCAR and IndyCar, ranks won NHRA Rookie of the Year honor a year ago, and then went to the final round 2 weeks ago in Sonoma before racing to the victory on Sunday in Las Vegas. So Tony Stewart, man, wins in anything, because that's what Tony does.
Be watching the Facebook page here over the next day or two. You ought to see what Mr. Woods picked up, man. This thing is sharp. He actually got a hold of, are you ready? He got a hold of a rookie car from Joe Gibbs Racing when it was a Chevrolet, and it's Tony Stewart's rookie Speedway car. And
What?
Gene picked it up. Yep, he picked it up this week. And what is so iconic about it? Now, here we go. So Gene, we got Gene. I got Gene media passes. I sent Gene up. Tom Blattner, who writes for Tony Stewart and Matt Hagan. He also writes for Letterman Rahal and IndyCar. Great PR guy. Great PR guy. So he gets a meet and greet with Tony. Tony pulls out the pen and he signs the dash piece to it. Now, what's really cool about it, back in the day when they did these cars and they did the seats, the team owner's name was stitched into the seat and the driver. It's got the full-blown motor in it. It's got every. Wait till you. I'm going to post this picture this week. Wait till you see this.
What is it? Is it just sitting in his driveway at home now? I'm just kidding. What's he do with these things? When he buys stuff like this, what does he have a place where he keeps his stuff, or?
Yeah, man. Like if you go into Gene's house, into his four-way, into his living room, he's got like cool classic motorcycles like this Ducati, and he's got a Speedway bike and this and that. One of the purple ice racers there. I mean, nice. Gene's a racer, man. He ain't.
Oh yeah, no doubt about that. Yeah, no doubt about that.
I'm surprised if he could take, because he can't take any smoke or smell because of his allergies, right? But he'd have one of those candles out there. It would be either the fuel one or the burning rubber. I mean, that's how this is.
Right. Yes.
Like Scratch said, top fuel, Tony Stewart picks up the win. Funny car, it was Austin Prock, Pro Stock, Dallas Glenn. Pro Stock motorcycles have been off for a couple of weeks, but they're back in at ZMAX Raceway. Once again, a big shout out to Matty Gordon, man, out there picking up the Wally for top alcohol funny car. Point standings as it stands right now. Here we go. Scratch. Sean Langdon. Top fuel. Smoke now is just 16 points back from the lead heading into Charlotte this weekend or next weekend. Paul Lee 16 points up on Fast Jack Bettman. That's who's in John Force's car this year. Greg Anderson is 4 points better than Dallas Glenn. And so far in Pro Stock motorcycles, it's just like Formula One the past couple of years. If anybody can touch Gage Herrera, good luck. That's the way it is. They're off this week. Second of the 4 wide in Charlotte, ZMAX Raceway. Tickets at NHRA.com.
That's crazy, man. It's crazy. So am I. I know it's the Tony Stewart thing, right? It's crazy, man. This guy, Indy cars, NASCAR, Top Fuel. Come on, man. This guy's a lead foot. So, you know what I mean? He has a lead foot.
You know, there's been some talk. I read an article. I can't confirm it was true because you never know what you're reading online nowadays. Half the stuff is either BS or whatever it might be. But
Yeah.
Tony Stewart said within a couple of years now that he might actually come back and do some stock car racing. I think he might sort of dip into what Dale Jr. is doing. I don't think he'll go back to Cup. There was notion about maybe a truck race or an Xfinity race, but I would see Tony Stewart jumping back into a super late model like Dale Jr.'s doing and running the local tracks back up in North Carolina, maybe putting a super late model race at Eldora at his home track, that track that he just mastered.
Those things got to feel real slow to him at this point in life. Jumping out of a top fuel dragster and back into even a super late model or whatever, that's got to, that's slow compared to what he's doing now. 317 point something or other miles an hour. It's a lot.
And that's down 1,000-foot drag race, man. So, I mean,
I'll tell you exactly. Yeah, that's fast, man. So, anything other than that, I would imagine is fairly slow these days. It's like going 55, Remember, that used to be the speed limit, man. We thought that was fast back in the day. You go 55 now, you're crawling.
Yeah, I remember going from home up to Columbus, Ohio. My daddy's old Buick Electra 225 or his old Cadillac Eldorado, man. The speed limit was 70, 75. My daddy'd have that bad boy wound up to 90 all the way to Columbus, man. I mean, just wound it. I as a kid, I thought it was cool.
When I come down, so I'm at C&L Towing, my sponsor for the car. I'm working on the car down here. So when I come down here and work on the car, this is in Titusville. I live in Ponce Inlet. It's an hour round trip. So I take 95 south and come on down. So it doesn't matter if I'm coming down here or going home. I'm plugging about 80 with the cruise control on, and I'm not kidding you. There's just zoom, zoom, zoom. This car is just blowing right by me on the way here and on the way there. So it's, if I'm doing 80 and they're flying by me, I'm like, man, that's got to be 100 or so.
Diane did. Diane did. I actually drove the NASCAR, the original in Charlotte when they first started it years and years and years ago. Diane did the driving experience out here in Las Vegas. Well, apparently, I believe here in the fall race, Ron Capps is going to bring his nitro funny car out. Excuse me, bring his nitro, and it's set up for 2 people to take a ride. And Diane said, she's ready to go. She goes, how fast do you think we'll go, Al? And I said, I bet you he gets that thing up to about 255, 260, man, at least. I don't think you'll get the full nitro experience, but you're going to get enough and it's going to rock your world, I guess. So she's all into it. She said, if Ron Capps brings that,
I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know if I would do that. That's me, though. I'm just saying, I don't know if I would do that. It's I'm not much of a passenger, and I'm not talking about in a race car. I'm talking about in general. I'm not much of a passenger. It's tough. I drive a lot. So I've been driving for a long time. I drive a lot. I like to drive, and going too crazy or too fast or too something like that, then it would definitely be tough to be a passenger.
I don't know, man. I don't think I'd want to try to control that damn beast, man. I mean, I was up close and personal to the motor. I mean, the motors on these things are just unbelievable. In fact, we reported 11,000. Actually, this weekend, the number topped at just almost 13,000 horsepower between these cars. That's how much they've increased between this and that. Unbelievable.
Yeah, that is unbelievable.
We got to get you some drag racing. Hey, still to come in the program out here. We're going to talk a little dirt off-road racing with Eva Starr. She'll be joining us in just a couple of minutes. And then to top of the hour, 4 o'clock, man. I can't wait to talk to this guy, man. He just got a big article done in Dragster Magazine. 18-year-old sensation coming up. Jordan DaCosta is going to join us, man. So he's going to have a big time right there. All right, she's in the green room. Scratch, I just saw her pop in right there. So let's take us a quick break. When we come back, we'll go racing around the country. The lovely lady from, I believe, Grand Rapids, Michigan, Miss Eva Starr, will join us right after the commercial break on Pit Road Racing live from Las Vegas and also from Daytona Beach / Titusville, Florida today. Scratch down there. We're back with more right after this, everybody.
be here up in Sacramento, Union Gospel Mission, giving out some shoes to the homeless here. A lot of smiling faces. We got one deal. We give you a pair of shoes. You got to give us a smirk and a photo. And this is the mission of the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame, which is a non-profit organization based out of Las Vegas, started by Gene Woods. We're trying to do good things and fill little holes in people's lives the best we can. And today we're up in Sacramento, just doing the best we can. Thanks for supporting us.
Are you ready for the wildest ride on Fremont Street? The Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience. 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171 on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. Open 7 days a week, noon until midnight. Strap yourself in, pull your safety belts tight, and feel the power and the speed at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience, downtown Las Vegas, Fremont Street, 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171, right on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. What are you waiting for? Log on, get your tickets now. It's time to go racing at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience, 450 Fremont Street, downtown Las Vegas.
Ever wonder what happens when nitro meets fire? It's lightning in a bottle. It's where thunder rolls in your chest and ambition meets asphalt. Where some dreams are made and others go up in smoke. It's an experience like no other. See for yourself April 25th through 27th at the NHRA 4-Wide Nationals at C-Max Dragway, where drivers go head-to-head in 4-wide competition and where every ticket is a pit pass. The NHRA 4-Wide Nationals, April 25th through 27th.
Yeah, get ready for it, man. There you go. Let me pop the screens back the way they're supposed to be. There we go. All right, there's one. And we'll get the other one ready to go in just a second here. Well, Scratch, you know, a couple of weeks ago, I was down here at the Gene Woods Racing Experience. In fact, it was right around the time of the Mint 400 was in town. And a lovely little lady comes into our go-kart track here, and she's all dressed up in racing gear and this and that. And I'm looking at her, and I'm thinking that, I said, little lady, are you here to race the Mint 400? She looked at me. She said, no, sir, I've raced the Mint 400 before. I'm here to just do a little spectating, have a little fun here. And I stopped in your go-kart track. And before you know it, I talked to her mother. The next thing you know, Scratch, Diane and her mother are on the phone. And I told Diane, I said, I want this little lady because she is going to be perfect for racing around the country. I believe she hails from Grand Rapids, Michigan. My friend, she's running that dirt stuff. Will you please welcome to her first time on our program? Welcome the lovely Miss Eva Starr. Good afternoon, young lady, and how are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
We're doing just fine. Eva, let's get started like we always do with every guest, whether you're a big superstar or if you're a grassroots racer like yourself. Tell us how you got started in racing. Tell us what brought you to it, okay?
Well, originally my mom was trying to find a sport for me because I have selective mutism, which is an anxiety disorder where I have trouble speaking in certain situations, in certain settings. So she was trying to find a sport for me, and she asked me if I wanted to start racing because they had just got me a little like off-brand like Razor 170, and then asked me if I wanted to race. And so I did, and I started racing in 2018 when I was 10 years old.
Once again, how old were you?
10.
You were 10. And how old are you now, Evan?
17.
So you've got 7 years into this thing. And real quickly, describe everybody what you're racing, what kind of vehicle you're racing.
I race a Polaris Razor 1000 naturally aspirated.
Ooh, 1,000 Scratch. You hear that? You hear that? I mean,
I
that
do.
thing will boogie, buddy. It'll boogie.
I do.
Scratch is
I
down-
do.
Scratch is in Daytona. Scratch, you got a question for the little lady right there?
So were your parents race fans? Is that why they offered that? I mean, did they are they race fans? So they were like, hey, what do you think about racing? Is that why they did that?
Yeah, but my dad used to race too, and my grandma, and a lot of my family too.
Okay. Okay. So they right.
Go ahead, Scratch. Go.
All right. No, you go ahead. It's all right.
I was going to say you're a generation racer. Now, what you're riding now, because I've got your bio sitting in front of me, Evan, and you're the driver now. Your dad is also involved, so you guys are tag team, and he's the navigator of this thing, right?
Yeah. He's always right seat.
Okay, he's on the right seat. There you go. Well, the captain sits in the left. That's the way it goes. That's so. How long have your dad and you been working together, as far as a team?
Racing together?
Yeah.
Since 2020. So my 3rd year racing when I got into this car.
How fast will that thing go?
I'm not quite sure.
100 mile an hour?
No. My new
Why?
car probably, yeah.
The new one. Oh, the new one. So you got something else coming up. All right.
Yeah.
What drove you to this? I mean, obviously you're running on dirt, right? That's what you're racing. You're on a dirt track. Have you done any asphalt racing at all?
No, I've never done this.
No aspiration to do asphalt? You're strictly a dirt girl?
I like the dirt. I mean, I would try it, but like I prefer to be in the dirt.
Be in the dirt. Scratch question for the lady.
So, where do you see yourself getting to in racing? Like, where would you like to get to? What's your future if you had it your way?
I really want to be in a class 1 car.
Okay. In Baja?
Yeah.
Okay, so and you've ran the Mint 400 here in Las Vegas before, am I right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so did you drive what you're driving now? Was it smaller, bigger, the same size? What was that?
Same car.
Same car?
Yeah.
And dad was the navigator on that when you ran the Mint 400?
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, how tough is that course?
It's not too bad.
Not rough? Wow. Now, see, Scratch, I've heard other people say that thing is a beast out there. They will just beat you down all day.
Well, it obviously didn't bother her, did it?
No. Emma, coming up through the race beside your family, and you said your folks and everybody's been involved with motorsports and everything else. Did you have somebody growing up that you idolized or you were a fan of? Somebody, whether it was dirt racer, asphalt, a drag car, a stock car, whatever. Did you have somebody that you really liked and followed along?
Yeah, I looked up to Christian Matlock a lot because she was a girl and she was in a pink car. I was in a pink car, and I thought that was pretty cool. And she would drive the whole Baja 1000 all by herself, and I want to do that too.
Oh, you want to run it by yourself without your dad in the truck? You want to do it solo?
Like drive the whole thing by myself.
Oh, drive the whole thing by yourself. Okay, I get it. So dad or somebody else would still ride along and navigate for you, correct? Wow. And you're 17.
17.
17 years old. So she's only had her driver's license for what a year. She's actually had to where she can operate a motor vehicle on the streets for about a year now. That's unbelievable.
Racing longer than she's been driving.
Yeah, just about. Yeah, just about. Let me ask you this. I ask a lot of young folks and young people like you. How about school? Are you going into your senior year of high school, or is that where you're at here?
Yeah, I'm in my senior year right now. I graduate in June.
Okay.
I actually graduate the day before I have to leave to the Baja 500.
Wow. Pressure.
Excuse me.
Actually,
what did you say, Ava?
I actually have to leave the day I graduate the day I have to leave.
So in other words, what you're saying is you're going to go to commencement ceremonies. You're going to walk across the stage, and they're going to give you, the diploma they give you is the fakey one because you get the new one and the real one, and you'll get to throw your hat up in the air, and then you got to jump on a plane and go race.
Well, in the car because we're kind of close, but yeah.
That's just too cool. That's just too cool.
That is cool. That's gonna be a good day for you right there. That'll be a day you won't forget.
Now you know what would be best. Scratch. Let's wave our racing hands here and some good aura and some good positive things for her.
Mine are covered in orange paint.
Not only would she graduate and get her diploma and move on to where her next education, if that's where she's going, but wouldn't it be something if she won her class that going into that weekend?
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, you see her. You see her lighting up right there. That's what she wants.
Can you see my hands, Ava? I am waving the positive energies towards you. There you go, the positive energies. That's it.
I'm waving my orange paint covered ones at you. I've been painting on my enduro car today, so I'm covered in paint.
Scratch is a race car driver. He doesn't drive anything fancy. He'll tell you he drives junk.
Yeah, look, the junk.
There it is. There's the junk right there. It's a pretty nice piece of junk.
This
So
one is a pretty nice piece of junk, actually. But
that is really. So how about grades, man? Have mom and dad pretty much stayed to you? Because I always ask all the kids this, and this is and I'll let you say your answer, then I'll follow it up. Are they pretty tough with you on the grades in school? No. Wow.
I'm passing my classes.
You're
I'm
passing.
getting good grades, but
Okay, so let me ask you this. I've had a couple of drivers that have admitted to this. Now, if you get a bad grade or don't keep up with assignments, will mom and dad put the vehicle up on the blocks? No racing that weekend? Oh, boy. You must be a straight A student. You got to be a straight A student if none of that. Look at she's shaking her head. There she is. So what's up next for you? Where are you heading to racing next?
Baja 500
The Baja 500. That's up for you. And so that's what, about 2 months away?
on June 7th.
June 7th?
the Baja 500. I'm impressed.
I
I'm
am too for a
impressed.
17-year-old lady that's going to, and you're driving, right? You're going to drive the whole thing, and dad's going to be the navigator, correct?
The plan, yep.
That's
Now is he hard on you in the car when you're racing? You know, we've already established that he's not. That your parents aren't hard on you for your grades and all this other stuff. But what about when he's in the passenger seat and you guys are racing like the Baja? Is he hard on you in there at all or no?
Not really, but we tend to argue a lot about little things, and it's kind of bad because we have a live camera, and everyone can hear what we're saying.
Yeah,
okay.
that's great.
Now, as the captain of this car in this vehicle that you're racing, since you're the captain, do you get to say, "Dad, I'm driving the car, just navigate"? Is that
Yeah,
it?
that happens a lot. That
And
happens. Happens.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I think we ought to have Sean on too. I think we ought to call Sean up and get Sean in on this. In fact, you know what? I definitely I'm going to tell Diane this. As soon as you get done with the Baja, I want you and your dad back on this show because I want to find out how you guys did at the Baja. Will you come back with your dad after the Baja, do the show?
Yep.
You would. We got a couple of minutes left with you. Go ahead, Scratch. Go.
You mentioned that you have a live stream in the car, right? Is that what you're doing? You're live streaming in the car? Are you doing that on your own? Is that something you're doing on your own? That's something I just started doing in my enduro car through the same outlet that we're using now, not on Pit Road Racing, but StreamYard. So that's something that I started doing the last race I did in the enduro car. Is that I would like to see it. That's one reason why I'm asking.
It's we do it off a Starstream, which is
Okay.
it's like this box in the car. It's all wired around and it's connected to a GoPro, which
Yes.
all works the Starlink, the Wi-Fi that you know what Starlink is?
Yeah,
Yes.
sure do.
Yeah, from the Starlink, and then it all like works together to like create the little like.
So
GoPro
where can it be seen at? Where can it be seen at? Your view from inside your car,
like where is it set up?
Yeah. Do you
or
send
if go ahead, Alan.
I was going to just say, do you send it to social media links? Is that where you send it to?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. This is just
Right on.
cool. I can't wait to watch
It
this.
is really.
Here's some.
It is. I'm gonna I totally want to watch her in-car cam for the Baja.
Yeah.
I'm like I want to jot it down and make sure I don't forget. I totally want to watch it.
It's
Okay.
definitely cool. We have one camera facing outwards, like forward on the car, like
Yeah,
and
Right.
then
Yeah.
one in. So
facing
and that
y'all.
one was talking.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. I definitely want to watch that.
And the technology is just something nowadays. Yeah, and it's unbelievable what they could do with this. They could put these GoPros and all this and put it up to Starlinks and all this other stuff and just do what they do. We want to thank you so much for taking time out of there. Before I let you go, I want to give you an opportunity. We always give our guests the last minute of their interview. And please give a shout out to your sponsors who help you in racing, social media where they can find and contact you at. And if they would like to be a partner of yours, because I know race car drivers, you're always looking for money. There's not enough money, ever enough money. So take a minute
Never.
and give us, first of all, start it out with your sponsors and team and give a shout out to all those fine folks.
Well, thank you to Rugged Radios, BF Goodrich, Fox Shocks, Baja Bound Insurance, Shreddy Life. Wait, like I have the car behind me.
Wait a second. Wait a minute. You got the car. Spin the camera. Can you spin it around a little more so we can see more? There it is. Look at it, Scratch.
That's it.
Machine, man. I'm telling you.
Look at that. Look what she has, and then look what I have. See what I mean? See the difference?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Scratch, you race junk, and that's that.
I do.
That thing
I do.
junk.
I do. That is awesome. That's awesome.
That is so cool, man. And you got it all wrapped up in pink. Okay, social media wise, Eva, where can they find you at, and how can they shout out at you, all your accounts and everything that you got?
You can follow me practically on any social media platform. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, everything is all Evastar Racing.
Okay.
We're posting constantly. I've been trying to post a lot on YouTube more, like day in my life, and vlogs and stuff. But yeah.
Are you into the TikTok thing?
Yeah, I post a lot on.
I mean, that's your guys' format. Don't worry, everybody's all freaking about TikTok's not going anywhere.
I know, right?
Anywhere. Everybody's freaking out and this and that. It's all about no. TikTok's.
I love TikTok.
I think it's everybody said, there's too much BS going on around. Everybody's trying to hack in. Hacking's been going on for years and years and years anyhow, so it doesn't make any difference, right? But I like it. It's great. TikTok is a good thing for the young folks. That's a great way for them to communicate, express their feelings and their projects and things. And it's also great for small businesses too. It really is. I mean, it helps small businesses along, and and things for her where they can get set up and help out with money and stuff. So you're just finishing up the rest of your school year for you. I wanted to ask you, do you have a local track that you race at, once or twice a month, or no? So you're hitting the road to go race, literally hitting the road. Wow, fantastic. So anything else besides the Baja in 2025?
Nope. We're only doing score this year.
Okay, all righty. She's a lovely little lady, man. I've got a good feeling. You and I talked about Tony Stewart, Scratch, coming to Las Vegas, man, and look what ended up happening.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Feeling about this, there it is once again, magic aura hands. The Evastar right there, that she's going to graduate with a 4.0 grade point average. She's going to be the top in her class of the valedictorian, and then she's going to get in a car or a plane or whatever she's got to do, and she's going to go to the Baja 500. In her class, she will be the winner. Bottom's in right there.
Yep.
There you go. I want to.
It sounds good to me. I'm gonna watch. I'm telling you. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna check this in car out. I want to see this stuff. I want to see. I think it'll be exciting to watch that kind of stuff, especially with you and your dad. That'd be cool.
You know what I'm waiting for? I'm waiting for her dad to say something, and all of a sudden she just turns around and just cracks him. Just shut up and navigate and let me drive the car. That's what I'm waiting for.
That happens a lot.
That happens. There we go. It was coming. I want to thank you so much for your time, man. You've been a great guest. Good luck to you in the Baja. Good luck to you in your schools, wrapping up your school year this year, Eva. I see some good things coming along for you. It sounds like one quick question before I leave. Are you a girl that works on the car, or are you just a driver?
I help with little things here and there, but a lot of the time I'm just a driver.
Just a driver. But you're still turning some wrenches, right? You get your fingernails dirty every now and then and everything?
Yeah, every now and then.
All right.
That's a girl right there, Alan, and knows she's the boss of this race team.
Hey, you looking for a good PR guy? There you go. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll let you go have yourself a great Baja. Have a great rest of your school year. Thank you so much. And Diane will be in touch with you. We will be watching your in-car, so don't be surprised if Diane gives you a telephone call on June 8th or June 9th to get this all set up, okay?
Okay.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Have a star right there, man, from Grand
Good luck,
Rapids,
have a
Michigan.
star. Good luck.
Yes, indeed. Racing around the country, grassroots racing with the lovely lady. We'll be back with more as we continue on Pit Road Racing is live right here from Las Vegas and Daytona Beach, Florida. Well, Titusville today. Back with more of the show coming up for you right after this quick break, everybody.
Are you ready for the wildest ride on Fremont Street? The Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience. 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171 on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. Open 7 days a week, noon until midnight. Strap yourself in, pull your safety belts tight, and feel the power and the speed at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience. Downtown Las Vegas, Fremont Street, 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171, right on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. What are you waiting for? Log on, get your tickets now. It's time to go racing at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience, 450 Fremont Street, downtown Las Vegas.
When nitro meets fire, it's lightning in a bottle. It's where thunder rolls in your chest and ambition meets asphalt. Where some dreams are made and others go up in smoke. It's an experience like no other. See for yourself April 25th through 27th at the NHRA 4-Wide Nationals at C-Max Dragway, where drivers go head-to-head in 4-wide competition and where every ticket is a pit pass. The NHRA 4-Wide Nationals, April 25th through 27th.
Definitely looking good out there. The 4-Wide Nationals are coming to you right there, man. And you're going to get a little Z-Max Raceway. Yes, indeed. So have a good time with that out there, man. Drag racing all the way around 4-Wides. We're here this past weekend. Hey, burn them up. I'm telling you, Scratch, they burnt that darn thing up out here this weekend. Go ahead.
I just happened to notice that somebody had said she was from California.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess, let me see. Okay. She's from El Cajon, California. Okay. I'm sorry. We just took it off of a telephone number and the number that she had came up Grand Rapids, Michigan. But you know how it is. You still got a Las Vegas number.
I do. And I'm never giving it up. That's the only piece of Las Vegas I have left.
That is a telephone number. Our next guest is standing by. We're going to get to him in just a couple minutes. Scratch. I'm going to run over the real quickly of the Racing in the Dirt here, and then we'll get to our next guest to stand by for me. Racing in the Dirt segment brought to you by the Gene Woods Racing Experience, 450 Fremont Street, Las Vegas, Nevada. It's the only true indoor racetrack. The greatest show on dirt landed at the Federated Auto Parts Spring Classic for a double header at the I-55 Federated Auto Park Raceway. Round number 9, or actually round number 12 of the series. Friday night results, it's Carson McAdoo, Logan Shugart, and David Gravel picking up the top 3 positions. Saturday night, Logan picks up the win. Carson rolls back up into second spot, and Donnie Schultz picks up a podium there. Here's a look at the points for you after the weekend at the I-55. Gravel up on top with Carson, then Logan and Michael Colford, 128 points back. Racing for the Dirt News in the segment brought to you by our good friends at the Gene Woods Racing Experience, 450 Fremont Street, downtown Las Vegas. Our next guest standing by, going to pull up him into the picture if he's there. I see a little window there. Well, there he is. There he is. Our guest is an 18-year-old drag racer from Bradenton, Florida, and is rapidly making a name for himself in the motorsports world. A talented young driver and an athlete, Jordan has driven his own nitrous LSS10, I guess that's the LSS10, where he has already achieved an impressive success of 10 career round wins with a major event under his belt. His passion for racing and roughness is a work ethic. Everything is on there. His additional is his skills behind the wheel. And man, and Scratch, I don't know if you caught the promo. They just did a big article at Drag Racing Magazine because he just got signed to a team and he's a couple of weeks away from getting his NHRA license. Ladies and gentlemen, from Bradenton, please welcome Jordan DaCosta. Jordan, good afternoon and welcome to the show, my friend.
Hello, how are you guys?
Doing great, Jordan. Tell us how you got started in racing, man. What got the racing bug bitten you, buddy?
Oh, well, I feel like it's the same story as of a lot of other people. My dad had a stick shift drag car. We're actually originally from Long Island, New York. So I spent, winters rebuilding turbos with him and stuff like that. We raced a couple times and would have to travel to Maryland. And then about 3 years this summer, we moved to Bradenton, Florida, which just so happens to be 5 minutes away from the drag strip over here, Bradenton Motorsports Park. And then we ended up getting a square body S10 that I tested the whole summer in. And then that progressed into getting the S10 I have now.
Wow.
Nice.
You drag races a truck, man. I'm liking
That's
that.
awesome.
Cool. That is too cool, man.
What's the fastest you've gone in it? What's the fastest you've gone in the truck?
Right now, I hit a PB about 3 weeks ago of 9:33 at like 145, but my personal best mile per hour is 147.
Wow.
In a pick 'em up truck.
Wow.
What licenses are you going for? I was reading the thing. You're getting ready here in a couple of weeks to go for a license for the NHRA. What's the first step for you, Jordan?
Yeah, I'm flying up to Minnesota to meet my new team. We're going to be licensing in Super Gas, Super Street, and Super Comp Dragster. So I'll be going there the beginning of next month to meet the team, get to meet all the crew guys and everything, and then be able to license. And then my first race with them is in June.
Well, at an actual, you're going to an NHRA sanctioned event, correct?
It's a divisional race for my first one, and then I'm going to be doing the Brainerd Nationals. So that will be my first official NHRA national event.
We just had drag racing here in Las Vegas last week, man.
Yep.
And a new sensation. Have you heard of this young lady, this Maddie Gordon girl? Have you heard of her? Seen her race?
Yes. Yeah. I'm actually I'm really happy for her. I think it's so cool to see someone that works so hard alongside her family. Now she's going pro. I think it's really cool that Ron Capps is taking her on.
And here's. Scratch, you missed it. You weren't here, but I was at the press conference meeting. And one of the first things that was out of it, they asked Ron Capps, said, well, what made you decide to put her in a dragster? Ron took to everybody in the meeting and goes, because I don't want to race my own car. He thinks that she's that good. He does not want to race his own car, So he said, no, we're going to put her in it. Now, here's what I was really impressed with her, Scratch. And when we get this girl on, this girl's no fingernails. She's no fancy hair jobs. There's no makeup. There's no nothing. She likes to work on the car. Jordan, are you the same way? Are you a wrench turner too, man?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Definitely, throughout the years, building so many cars with my dad, he is a fabricator, learning how to help him fabricate. We do a lot of turbo builds and supercharged builds, headers and all that stuff. So I've definitely got my hands dirty, over the years. And, that has, taught me a lot about, running my own car and, changing the rear end on it, every week, we do an oil change on it and, all that good stuff with nitrous and tuning and stuff.
Scratch,
building the car is half the fun. Yeah, building the car is half the fun, right? Where you see your? Oh yeah. It's fun for sure. I know because I build junk. I don't know if you caught that earlier, but I race enduro cars. In fact, I've been to Bradenton to Cletus McFarland's Freedom Factory out there. Have you ever been out there?
Yeah, I went out there. They had I forget the name of the La Mullets. I went out there for.
Oh yeah, the La Mullets. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I was there for Tour Destruction not too long ago. I guess my question I have for you is where do you see yourself in it? Like, what's your goal, say, for the next 5 years? Where do you see yourself in 5 years as far as your drag racing goes? Like, would you like to see yourself? Like, what's your goal?
In the next 5 years, I definitely see myself, of course, progressing in the sport. Now that I'll be, getting some seat time in a dragster, which I've actually never driven one before. I definitely see myself moving up in class with that and seeing where it goes. I'd say probably the next 10 years, I could see myself in a nitro car, either funny car
Sure.
or top.
Let's
Sure.
talk about let's talk about this team that just signed you. How about Bishop Motorsports? Let's talk about those guys that are just you just got a brand new deal with them. Let's talk about them, buddy.
Yeah, well, I actually met them a week before I announced that I was joining their team. I saw them on my LinkedIn, and it seemed intriguing that they were such a large team with, I think they have 8 cars right now. And we started talking, and, all of a sudden just we saw that all our values, just fit together, and started planning right away, to be able to debut part-time season 2025 and then a potential full-time season in 2026.
Unbelievable. There you go. Now,
Nice.
you stay with them. Are they going to progress up through the ranks? Is this team going to progress up through the ranks, such as what you're going to be driving now? And then are they looking to maybe to move into pro stock, then possibly a funny car or a top fuel dragster? I mean, is your company and the group you're with, are they looking to advance into the series as too?
I think they are. We've actually haven't gotten there yet because, we're trying to stay on topic and stay with what's, relevant right now. But I definitely want to progress with the team. I'm definitely open to helping the team grow as much as possible, not just myself, but helping them, market better and, helping them with marketing and their business side as well.
There you go, man. This guy's, Scratch. This is why I like talking to grassroots people.
Me too. Me too.
They know where they're. I mean, it's great that we talked to that we talked to Tony Stewart, we talked to Antron Brown, Ron Capps, all the big stars, and NASCAR guys, the IndyCar guys, World of Outlaw makes no difference. But that's. When we put this show together, Jordan, my wife, actually, I was in broadcasting for years and sort of got out of it. And then we got involved with motorsports. I got her into it, took her to Martinsville, Virginia. First NASCAR race she ever went to was at Martinsville, Virginia. And now I've had her out to the NHRA. She's one that will stand on the line. She don't want no mask. She don't want no earplugs. She don't want nothing. She will suck nitro all day long. And
sights and sounds and everything.
We went out when we were out there this weekend. We did a little bit of reporting, and then all of a sudden, Diane and I said, "You know what?" We got down to the final rounds, and Diane looked over at me and she goes, "Let's go down on the far end of the track down there, and let's just be fans for the last round." And we just sit there and just had a ball watching these guys go by. I mean, if you blink, they're gone. That's how fast it is.
It's
gone,
crazy. It's crazy the speed that they have, for sure.
Unbelievable. So
Tony Stewart just won that top fuel doing 317 miles an hour. That's like 3 times as fast as I want to go. It's crazy.
It's actually really good that he won because he's been working so hard to have his win, in his second season of Top Fuel Dragster. It's really cool.
As a drag racer yourself, are you surprised by Tony Stewart coming in and being good at this? Being that no matter, even though he won in Indy and he won in NASCAR and things like that, that's circle track. So you being a drag racer, were you surprised at all that Tony Stewart actually came in and looked like he knew what he was doing?
No, I think all drivers, no matter what motorsport it is, have that sense where when they get into anything, they will learn and they have that dedication. I definitely think it's awesome for the sport, of drag racing for other people to come in, even, drag racers going into, say, NASCAR or road course racing. I think that's really cool because, at the end of the day, we're all a motorsport, and it's it takes definitely a team to help with everything. So it's pretty cool for him.
Jordan, what do you think about Kyle Larson doing what he is doing? I mean, this guy here, I've said it publicly. I've said this publicly. I think personally, right now in the United States, pound for pound, talent for talent, no matter what you put him in, he's the best race car driver in this country. And I put him top 5 in the world. Your comments, Jordan, what do you think about it? And do you like what he's doing?
I definitely like what he's doing, but I would like to see him in a drag car and see what he could do in there and maybe win some rounds there. I think that would be pretty cool.
Now you said that, and 2 years ago he was here for the NASCAR luncheon, and I asked him that question because of Tony Stewart. I said, "Listen," I said, everybody got moving on. Tony's moved on to drag racing. Dale Jr. got out of the Cup stuff. He's running super late models, more just I think fun racing for him, right?" But I said, Kyle, I mean, considering that you drove NASCAR, you drove sprint cars both with the wing and without the wing, you've drove IndyCar, you've drove, now you're into this. Is there anything else that you wouldn't? And I said that to Kyle. Would you take that opportunity like Tony did? If say you just got tired of IndyCar, say you just got tired of NASCAR, and you wanted to try something new, would you try this? And he said, I would never shut the door on it. He didn't say he would, but he said it would shut the door on it. So that would be something to see.
Yeah, because he'll race anything.
Crazy, yeah. That'd be really cool.
It would be cool to see what he could do in it. Because I'm sorry, Alan. It would be cool though to see what Kyle Larson could do in a dragster. Because I tell you, right, like Alan said, I mean, you can stick him in anything and he's gonna win. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous how good he's been. I didn't see that with his first stint in NASCAR, before the suspension and all that stuff. I didn't see the raw talent that he has, the talent that he has as much as he has it now. Like before, not that he wasn't a good NASCAR driver, but now he's just like a good race car driver and everything. And I just, it's amazing. The dude wins almost everywhere, all the time, and everything he sits in.
Comment, Jordan?
It's just there's no really words that you could say for it.
Right.
He's just a true driver for sure.
Hey, listen, when NASCAR suspended him for a year and he goes and runs and sprints, both the sprint wing with the wings and the non-wing cars on it, he enters 112 events and wins 89 out of 112. I mean,
it's mind-blowing. Yeah,
it is. So what's on the deck for you? What's on the deck for you for the 2025 season? What's up next line? The licensing and testing and licensing, is that up next for you, Jordan?
Yeah, that's up next, the beginning of next month. Pretty much my season here in Florida for my personal team is over until October because it's just so hot here. There's no races. So now my full focus is with my new team. So we have licensing, then we have a race in June. We have a race in August, and then I go back like a week later for the Brainerd Nationals with them, and that pretty much finishes off my part-time 25 season with them. And yeah, I'm really excited to meet the team and everybody. We talk every day and we practice, on the tree together and stuff, and send each other back our reaction times. So we're all pretty stoked to see what we could do together.
Growing up, did you have a favorite? I hate to say, did you idolize anybody? I mean, did you have a favorite growing up? Somebody that you really, man, he or she smoked them up.
Not so much drivers, because I was never really introduced to the pro side of racing, growing up, because it just wasn't in our area and it was, 4 hours away. So, I'm more of a, I grew up idolizing people with business or, marketing strategies. So that's definitely really helped me progress in my side of, racing. But, now, of course, I have some favorite drivers.
Yeah. Who, one off the top of the head?
Top Fuel. I really like Clay Milliken for Top Fuel.
There you go.
He's a really nice, humble guy. And I really also Justin Ashley as well. He's actually mentoring me right now and helping me behind the scenes with a lot of my business stuff going on.
I'll tell you, if you ever get a chance to meet him, one of the nicest guys that you're going to find in the pits in the NHRI is Antron Brown, man. A really nice guy.
I actually met him a couple times because he raced the the Pro Mod for the World Series or Pro Mod Winter Series. So those 3 races we had, I raced in, and his like hauler was right across from mine. So we talked a couple times. He gave me some good advice, for going down the strip and everything, and just so humble. Even Erica Enders, she's the best pro stock driver there is. Honestly, that's all I have to say. Even Pro Mod, she's an absolute animal, and I got to talk to her a couple times. And Stevie Fast Jackson, and Kai Kelly, winning snowbirds. It's such a cool environment, here at Bradenton specifically. You get to race on the same surface as all these superstars. It's really like life-changing moment.
Right. What do you think, Erica? I mean, Erica's not having a good year so far this year. What do you think's the problem?
I mean, the whole team, unfortunately, is not doing that well. I actually had the pleasure of kind of shadowing Jeg Coughlin. Jeg Coughlin is the name.
Okay.
I forget his nephew's name. Troy Coughlin as well.
Troy, you got Troy and Troy Jr. too. We had Troy Jr. on the show last week. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. So Troy Jr., I got to shadow him for the Pro Superstar Shootout, and they did really well. Obviously, he won the whole event, being one of the last qualifiers of that event. So it was really cool experience. Their team is awesome. I think they're just working out some kinks, with the cars, and there's new cars that they have, and even Jeg Jr., he had some issues with his car. He actually crashed it at the Pro Superstar Shootout, so they had to quickly fix that. So they're just doing a lot right now. They're a large team, so I think they're going to definitely figure it out and come back and be swinging and be winning every race, hopefully.
She's the 6-time champion, and as far as Las Vegas, we call her the queen of the strip out here. This was the first year that she really took a beating. I mean, she just flat. I mean, that whole team, the whole Elite Motorsports Club, really did took a hard beating out here this year.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, before we let you go, man, I want to first of all thank you for joining in. Scratch, you got a final question or comment for him?
Man, hey, you sound like you got a good head on your shoulders, as far as what you have planned and the route you've taken, and the marketing part. Just your answer about that was, I'm just impressed, man. You sound like a good head on your shoulders, and I wish you the best.
Thank you very much.
Jordan, we always give our guests the last minute of the interview, and that part of it is for you to give a shout out to your team, sponsors, social media where they connect with you, and if they'd like to be a partner on your team. Because, hey, listen, we know grassroots racing. You guys, there's never enough. I just said that to Eva Starr. There's never enough money, man. So the last minute is yours, my friend. Tell everybody where they can find you on social media. And
a lot of my sponsors are local companies. So we got Bradenton Performance Supply, which is a local performance shop that's right down the road from Bradenton Motorsports Park. We've got Detailers of Sarasota. We've got Poblanos, which is actually a sponsor on my personal team, and then they're also going to be sponsoring my 2025 part-time season with Bishop's Motorsports. So I'm really excited to have them on, and I really appreciate their support. We have Drag Illustrated, Racers Club, Dream Giveaway. Gosh, there's so much I always forget. Nitrous Express, Redline Oil, Omni Energy, Steel Supplements, Saltwater Printing, and there's probably a couple more I'm missing, but I'm thankful for all of them. They've always been so supportive. We actually just came up on my Bradenton Performance is been my sponsor for over a year and a half now. So our relationship is just getting better and better, and I can't wait to see what more we could do in the future.
I spent a little time down in Bradenton, Florida. Is the Tropicana Orange Factory still there?
Yes.
It's still out. And now, when I was there, the minor league team was the affiliate for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Did they still have minor league baseball in Bradenton?
Yes.
Is it still the Pirates?
Yes.
Wow, that organization has stayed in that town for a long, long time. It
Yeah,
really has.
I think they just had a game a week ago. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, minor league season. Actually, minor league ball starts up here. In fact, the opening weekend is pretty wild. Opening weekend for here in Las Vegas for the Las Vegas Aviators, and then of course the big thing here this weekend is WrestleMania. I mean, this town is
Yeah.
packed full of people for that darn wrestling thing. So that's all that. My friend, we wish you the best of luck in the rest of your season. Please keep in touch with us. I want to find out. We'll get you towards the end of the year. Let's find out how you finished up. If there's anything that we can do as far as the show to help you along in any way, you've got our telephone numbers, our emails. The phone lines are there. The emails there, man. Feel free to reach out. And if there's anything that we can do to help you out, we'd love to be. If nothing else, just a pat on the back and a good luck every now and then. But if there's anything else we can do to help you out, please let us know. Okay.
Thank you, guys. Same to you guys. Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, Jordan. Good luck, buddy.
Yeah, he is. He's a racing
Thank you,
man.
guys.
He's going to get that NHRA license, and we're going to see him at a big track real soon. Our special guest wrapping up this hour, Mr. Jordan DaCosta, right there. Jordan, thanks, buddy, and have a good evening. Okay.
Thank you, guys. See you guys soon. Bye.
All right, we got it. There he is. He's on. Scratch one quick break. We'll come back, and you could talk about where you got going on this weekend. I got a couple of things going on this weekend, and we'll wrap this show up on Pit Road Racing. Scratch down in Titusville. Alan here in Las Vegas. We'll come back and wrap it up right after this, everybody.
Welcome to my world. Handicapped man down at a charity feed. Great spread this morning. God, it was horrible. But it made what I needed to happen. Then I had these people that stopped and said, "Hey, you want some shoes?" I said, "Yeah, I was going to need to get some anyway. So might as well." And if it really comes to fruition, help them buy more shoes so that we can help more people. Well, I'm not but you know what I mean. Hell, might as well. There's nothing wrong with helping someone.
Ever wonder what happens when nitro meets fire? It's lightning in a bottle. It's where thunder rolls in your chest and ambition meets asphalt. Where some dreams are made and others go up in smoke. It's an experience like no other. See for yourself April 25th through 27th at the NHRA 4-Wide Nationals at CMAX Dragway, where drivers go head-to-head in 4-wide competition and where every ticket is a pit pass. The NHRA 4-Wide Nationals, April 25th through 27th.
Are you ready for the wildest ride on Fremont Street? The Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience. 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171 on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. Open 7 days a week, noon until midnight. Strap yourself in, pull your safety belts tight, and feel the power and the speed at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience. Downtown Las Vegas. Fremont Street, 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171, right on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. What are you waiting for? Log on, get your tickets now. It's time to go racing at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience, 450 Fremont Street, downtown Las Vegas.
Good, man. Come down and join us. You know, I met that little Eva Star here, man. I'll tell you what, Scratch. She'd give us both a run for our monies on that drift track out there. Don't let her fool you.
No, I'm sure. I don't doubt that. I mean, the only person I beat on there is you. So that doesn't mean I'm good at it. It just means I got lucky that day. Plus, I did bump you out of the way. I know you. I know.
That's all right. That's okay.
I know.
That's all right.
I didn't really mean to. I was slick and out of control.
There you go. What's up for you this weekend? You're racing. Tell me what the Scratch with the K is all about, and let's hear about it. What's going on?
Well, when we get done with this show today, I'm going to finish lettering and painting this thing, which is my 2015 Toyota Camry, my new enduro car, because we scrapped the other one because I got tired of fixing it. It took a pretty good beating at Ocala. So I'm going to get this thing finished, lettered up here and everything. I'll put some pictures on it on my Facebook, which is Comedy from Scratch. If you guys want to check that out, I'll put some pictures of it when I'm done with it. And I'm going to run the Enduro with all my teammates at the Tour of Destruction this Saturday at Orlando Speed World. So that's where I'll be running the number 39 CNL Towing, Mark's Sports Pub, TG Southern Scoops, Surrett Fest, Toyota Camry.
Well,
I don't have all those. I can remember my sponsors. I have like 4.
Well, you did a good job with it, buddy. You did.
But yeah, that's going to be fun. Tour Destruction.
On Pit Road Live, seen live and on location. We're going back to the Bull Ring for you May 3rd. It'll be a Saturday night out there, so come join some local short track racing there. Then we're back July 3rd, which is going to be a Thursday night. That's going to be the big fireworks show, the Night of Fire. And then we will wrap it up at the Bull Ring on September 20th, big Saturday night with the big open comp races. Back to the big super speedway. Actually, October 18th is the championship. We got the 20th, and then we'll be back October 18th for the championship night. The weekend before that will be NASCAR weekend here, which we will get October 11th. It'll be the Xfinity race on the 12th. It's the round of 8 and the Pensacola 400. Then we're back for NHRA October 30th through November 2nd is Halloween weekend here. So that's what you got going on, man. Besides that, everything else is pretty calm. The Bull Ring's off, but Scratch. We always want to remind everybody out there when you're down there in the Florida area, New Smyrna Beach has got a great racetrack up there. You got all kinds of stuff. So get out and support local racing no matter where you're at. If you're here in Las Vegas, you're in Daytona area, New Smyrna, Carolinas, in the Midwest. Get out, because you know what? Jeff Motley said this the best, Scratch, one of his final interviews here with me. He says, Alan, there's a lot of good, talented kids out there that really know how to drive that are just as good as anybody that you might see on the big track on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. They haven't got the money, so you don't really see them. So get out and support the young racers and the guys coming up through the ranks, grassroots racing. These are the guys out there, Scratch, like you. You're doing your jobs every day, and you're back down there at the shop. The sun's calling. You're beating and banging, scrapping for $1 or $2 to get this and that. So get out and support racing, right, my friend?
That's right, man. And I'm gonna take my brand new painted, like beautiful Toyota Camry out there, and then it's gonna look like complete junk probably by the time I bring it back. That's just the way the Tour Destruction is, man. I'm gonna run 2 events in it. I'm gonna run the flagpole race and of course the enduro race. But I'm gonna enjoy how beautiful this car is while I can, because after Saturday, I'd imagine it's gonna not be as pretty.
Donuts. There you go. Hey, man, want to thank Jordan DaCosta, NHRA guy going up through the ranks out there. And the
cool
star,
kid.
man, racing, man. Baja, man. We got to be watching.
I was impressed with both of them. Yeah, I was impressed with both of them. And I definitely want to watch that. My orange hands. Look, they're orange because I've been painting all day. You got me. How come the first day you got us putting our hands up here? It's after my hands are covered in paint.
I don't know.
I don't know.
She said that when she said that she's going to graduation, to commencements, to get her diploma, and then the next day she's off to race the Baja. I felt this good aura, a good aura.
I look like I've been eating Cheetos.
All right, some of them hot fiery ones. Want to thank those guys in, man. Next week we'll get caught up and we'll do some chatter next week, and maybe I'll find me a rant or two. Maybe somebody will piss me off over the weekend. So. If you're out here in Las Vegas, don't know if you can get any tickets to it, but I heard yesterday 71,000 seats sold for WrestleMania here, man. Big time.
I believe that. I believe that. Hey, when I was out in Vegas and I was part of the Future Stars of Wrestling as a wrestling manager out there, man, when it was time for big shows, and they have the Cauliflower Alley out there too, which is like a wrestling convention. Man, wrestling is big in Vegas, is what I'm getting at. Wrestling is big in Vegas, and so I'm not surprised by that at all.
There you go. Time to call for John. How about it?
Call John.
Call John. Yeah, man, you have yourself a good weekend. Keep that thing in the middle of the
You
track.
as well.
Don't get hurt. The Scratch of the Day down at Titusville / Daytona Beach. Alan Michaels here in Las Vegas. Our special thanks to Jordan DaCosta and the Star. Push those grassroots racers a lot of luck. If you'd like to be on the show, give us a line at 702-803-0875 or onpitroodracing@gmail.com. tickets to set up. We love our local racers. We love our grassrooters. Back out to you next Thursday, everybody.
Thanks for joining us for On Pit Road Racing. Follow us on our website, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at On Pit Road Racing. On Pit Road Racing is written and produced by WCOBN TV. I'm John the Announcer for On Pit Road Racing.